Organizations in India have reached a momentous intersection where businesses and technology will have to come together to create a new and improved digital world. And there is no doubt that India is amongst the most mature nation digitally when compared to various emerging economies. Hello and welcome to this special episode with me, Samriti Grover, where we talk to Dell Technologies on how this is the most exciting time to be in business and the kind of infrastructure they are providing to organizations to help them build their digital future. Disruption, innovation, and unique experiences. The digital economy has started changing the industry landscape by impacting the traditional parameters on which businesses used to compete. Collaboration and emerging technologies are redrawing our world. With transformation being critical for businesses, solution providers like Dell Technologies can help you drive transformation and become partners in this wave of change.
We do this survey with the Ransom Bone called Digital Transformation Index, and we just published the second edition of it in 2018. It put India as the most mature or digitally mature country, and it has been helped by a couple of things. I think first and foremost is the internet adoption. More than 500 million population has access to internet. Coupled with access to banking and access to a unique identification system, what PM Modi calls JAM, Jan Dhan, Aadhaar and mobility. I think that has set the foundation for many innovations to take place around citizen-centric applications. So that's been the foundation, I would say. And yes, you're right, it has given rise to many applications, and therefore many new businesses are adopting it wholeheartedly. It's also creating a disruption or an opportunity for others to catch up. So therefore it's an opportunity and a challenge for all of us.
Today, India is the world's largest CG production studio with 5,000 artists and technicians. And at an industry level, I'm a thought leader and an evangelist working with academia and government through the trade associations like ABAI and FICCI and CII. Computer graphics has now become the fuel for storytelling. And we as a 102-year-old company are inventing new forms of content creation, which makes us the wind in the sails of content creators everywhere.
With technology driving human progress within industries, Dell Technologies is a unique family of businesses which has the flexibility to innovate like a startup and invest in R&D like a tech powerhouse. The company provides customers with the industry's broadest and most innovative technology and services portfolio, spanning from edge to core to cloud. In 2016, Dell and EMC joined forces in the largest technology merger in history to become Dell Technologies.
Dell is both a witness to and an active collaborator within our ecosystem, where innovation and change are constant to keep our offerings on the edge, agile and scalable. Technicolor's global ecosystem of studios necessitates a multi-site pipeline, which means that almost every project is distributed and produced seamlessly across all of our global locations. We have partnered with Dell Technologies PowerEdge servers to handle the massively increasing data and ensure that the processing loads of rendering within a safe and secure environment helps keep our clients' intellectual properties intact.
See, the customers are looking for a single point for all the requirements of IT infrastructure. With our breadth and depth of offerings that we have, their digital transformation can be easily simplified for all their needs. The processes to purchase, to deploy, and procure the whole IT infrastructure can be seamless, and that positions Dell Technologies as a right digital partner for them in India.
The way a customer interacts with an organization will change, and therefore the back-end infrastructure and IT will have to also transform based on this. Will it be a switch? In some cases it will be a switch, in some cases it will continue for a long time at the back end.
Throughout the world, there is an increasing adoption of exponential technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, blockchain, machine learning, and Internet of Things. The mainstream adoption of these new age technologies is not only transforming the way businesses are managed, but is also creating new sources of revenue and business models.
Technology, by the mere definition, is absolutely changing. It will change, through a very, very vast landscape. The things which are true right now, may not be true in actually the next couple of years. The same from the past. The one trend which is also true is, things sometimes do a resurgence. What I mean by it from an AI side, it was actually first invented in 1956. Yes, that's 1956, before I was born. At that time, it was, it had a limited use, but now with all of the explosion, there's just so much things that you can do with it. So things of the past could be more relevant now or into the future. One other thing is also, ever since I have some brain thoughts, we always, change between distributed computing and centralized computing. It always went back and forth from the client-server days back into the mainframe days, now into the cloud days. Who knows what will be in play for tomorrow? So, things change, and it is okay, but things are bound to change.
As India takes the big digital leap, Dell Technologies, in line with the government's vision of Digital India, is building the IT infrastructure for citizen-centric services like Aadhaar, passport and GST settlements. Data management and storage is key for the success of these services, and the infrastructure provided by Dell is only making the process more efficient.
India has been in the limelight of implementing the advanced technologies to cater to citizen services. For example, Digital India initiative as well as GST rollout are the hallmarks of such rollouts. All these programs have IT infrastructure and citizen services at their core.
I would say it's been a matter of honor and pride to play a role in driving human progress. As an organization, we always believe technology helps drive human progress. And if I were to look at India, it's been an honor to play a part in a journey where we have driven citizen-centric services, and we have been part of driving the citizen-centric services to a new level, whether it is through Aadhaar, whether it is through GST, the whole biometric information system called Aadhaar, or Unique ID Authority of India. The entire database of the citizen biometric sensitive information is stored and protected on our infrastructure, right? Our IT infrastructure powers the GST infrastructure at the country level. So we take pride in saying that we touch at least 1 billion Indian lives every day.
Time for a quick break, but when we return, we get you the future of digital and what the millennial workforce thinks. Stay tuned. The evolution of digital technology now underpins almost every moment of our working lives and is showing no signs of slowing. So what will future jobs look like? Future jobs will involve knowledge creation and innovation. Machines will be freeing us to explore, experiment and find interesting job profiles and also solve complex problems around us.
I think the three pretty important skills that we'll need, and also in terms of jobs. On the technical side, we'll go a lot more technical. So, the people who are doing a lot of the programming work, we will see a lot of depth in the programming world, because a lot of things are changing by the technology. But they need to understand the business landscape and how to apply the various technology to be able to solve the problem. So that's the first aspect. On the other jobs, which are not very technical heavy jobs, they also will need some flavor of how do I use technology to actually better my job. It could be ops, it could be any of the jobs, but I think every job will have an element of technology which can make them better. So that's the second aspect. The third one, it'll be all about team. How do you collaborate? What would be your problem solving skills? Those will be some inherent stuff, and are you able to learn? So I think those are the things that will shape up the employee of the future.
We caught up with the millennial workforce and Gen Z on the kind of skill sets required for the future and how will workplaces transform themselves.
So I think with the new AI and machine learning things, we will probably have jobs such as data analytics will be one field where people will more progress. Along with that, if you look at it, you will have e-literacy which is coming on. E-literacy, medicine is gradually progressing. Along with that, scientific technologies are going on, and space is something which we are looking at through the robotics. So probably AI and machine learning will help develop these jobs.
I see a lot of machine learning happening, especially in India now. Earlier it was at its nascent stage. Now machine learning in India is growing a lot. I would definitely see new jobs being created in that industry.
According to me, when AI stepped into the industry, project management name of a job came into process, which is really a high paying job. And like AI also needs some people who can work and program on them. So somehow and somewhere the software technology is increasing, colleges are increasing, and the jobs, like proportionally the jobs are also increasing.
Since artificial intelligence has become a new trend, everywhere we see artificial intelligence, embedded technology, even the devices that are coming in, speakers that are coming in, they are all equipped with artificial intelligence. And even like there's a research that has conducted that artificial intelligence is going to replace humans in future. So in certain aspects, in certain areas, they will be required for jobs for humans to operate or to manage artificial intelligence. So yeah, I really think that there will be job opportunities that will be created to operate and to manage artificial intelligence.
Probably AI will make our life more simpler and easier. Earlier we had to go get our food, right? So now we can do it through AI and they suggest you. So they have made your life more easy way, but it's slightly machinist, mechanical. So hopefully it'll do better, and AI is integrating a lot of things, so it'll get better.
5 years back is not a very long time ago, but majorly today it always helps to be very active on different social media platforms, which sort of gives you a very quick review of what is happening around you, what do you need, what do you not need, what things can you filter out. So yeah, it helps you become more sharper, faster, more tech savvy in the process. And so basically I would say social media plays a huge role in our lives now, from deciding what to eat and how to order to deciding what to wear and how to go. That is something that we all live by.
Probably analytics, because that's how you get all your data, and it's simplified. Nobody knew about it probably 5 years back from now, and they now know it, and this is the future. More and more data would be taken into account.
So data analytics and social media literacy, these are the basic skill sets right now, which will be in the demand in the future for this.
Actually today the market is so competitive that one should be adaptive to the different changes that happening quite frequently. Earlier there was no like kind of a competitive feeling like 5 years ago, but these days a lot of competition is there, so one should be really be adaptive to it.
I think we as humans have emotions, and we do understand other person's needs and requirements as per the situation. That is one aspect which robots or anything, any technology cannot overtake.
Machines will take over the job of like manpower by robots and robotics, everything like that, but the main jobs like which are like creating articles and stepping into jobs, having a workshop and other things, that machine won't be able to do as well.
They have already in some aspects, but machine still needs a man behind that. So these two things can't happen at the same time, but yeah, manpower would reduce.
Salesperson is that kind of a job where you require a physical person to attend to a customer or to do their job. A robot or an artificial intelligence cannot do what a human can do. So in sales sector, in marketing, there are courses where you have to have a person physically available.
That's a given. I mean, machines can definitely replicate human activities in terms of a job done, but obviously not emotions, not values, not morals, feelings and all those non-tangible things.
if I were to brainstorm on where the technology is going, and I can't say how many years because things are always like shrinking. Quantum computing is big. That could be one of the things in the future. I'm a big fan of Iron Man, and if you see Jarvis, I think everybody will have a personal assistant who knows everything about you and your family really, really soon. There will be some robots who are a part of your body and who are a part of you. So I think these are some of the things that will actually charter us into the future, and it would be very exciting, especially when I have a piece of the robot as a part of my body.
The millennial workforce grew up with technology, mobile apps and innovative platforms. And so the workplace of the future is here. Collaboration and flexibility will be the norm, and a culture that drives novelty at the workplace.
Along with all of the transformation that we are doing, our workforce is changing rapidly. We have actually now, we are hiring a lot from the universities directly. And my short answer is they are changing the entire landscape, and I shouldn't use the word there, but our new workforce, blending it with the people that we have, the thinking is very, very different. The technology depth is absolutely superior. The ability to solve the problems is absolutely fantastic. So I would actually think that now the new workforce that we have, along with the Gen Z, is a great recipe for changing the entire transformation of the company.
I think these are the people who drive innovation and keep us always on, as you said, on toes, but also improve the user experience, right? Our survey, we did this survey around Gen Z. Gen Z is typically 16 to 23 years of workforce which is coming into job now. Right. They expect that technology has to be world class. They are a generation which are digital natives. So when they come in, they want a similar experience on a laptop what they have on their phone, that is switch on and the apps should be running. So they are driving a new way of thinking, and therefore helping us innovate and deliver a different user experience and our IT as well to deliver a different user experience to them.
Over the years, there has been an increase in the number of startups or entrepreneurial ventures that have come into existence. Entrepreneurs are using the power of technology to make life convenient, better, and drive efficiency within. Technology is constantly evolving due to varying consumer preferences, and small and medium businesses are slowly becoming an excellent example to showcase and promote exactly that.
There is a need to handhold the small to medium enterprises in their journey of transformation. We are currently partnering with them to focus on 3 specific areas as part of the Center for Digital Transformation. Number 1, skill development to cater to the needs as the MSME segment transform, and this aligns very well with the government initiative to create the jobs. Number 2, establishing a model which is referred as a maturity model for assessment and evaluation of a digital transformation of any small to medium enterprises in the country. Number 3, a scalable framework to go and reach out to thousands of small to medium enterprises in the country.
A case in sight being of Chitle Dairy. The dairy farming industry in and around Bhilwari, India, faces its own set of unique challenges. Using IoT sensors and automating and improving milk production, Chitle Dairy has become one of the top players in the industry, helping farmers keep their cows healthy and more productive.
We worked with this dairy in and what we call as from cows to clouds. We put in a solution with them which helped them monitor the health of the cow, what medication it needs, or the food which needs to be provided. And over a period of time, by deploying the solution, they have seen the yield of the milk grow 10x. I think that's really, really, business impacting, and not necessarily on everyday life that we see that a telecom or a food ordering. This is something which we have made an impact to the business to improve their yield.
Amidst changing employee expectations, enterprises are grappling with challenges while pushing hard for digitalization. While businesses are using emerging and new age technologies to fast-track the development of new products and services, It's the right strategy and the right partners that will help accelerate this growth in the future.
The Digital Transformation Index had top 3 challenges listed as: one was data security and privacy, second was lack of budget, third was skill set availability. And there are ways and means of addressing each of those, and we work closely with our customers in helping them address these challenges. And there are frameworks, there are solutions, there are consulting services, and help them in their journey of digital transformation.
As Indian customers look to transform their IT to meet the demands of their digital age, Dell Technologies family of businesses is uniquely positioned to meet the demands of the IT infrastructure and their needs.
Investing in technology, strengthening the workforce, and realizing the digital future. Over the next decade, successful businesses will have to be digital at heart, powered by data and run in a multi-cloud world. The digital future is now, and Dell Technologies is the one partner that can help you make this transformation seamless. With that, it's a wrap on this special episode of Broadcast 1 presents Make It Real with Dell Technologies. Thank you for watching and goodbye.